Freedom. We cherish it. We celebrate it. We fight for it. But what if I told you that the freedom we think we have is nothing more than an illusion? A carefully crafted mirage designed to keep us complacent, while the real strings of power are pulled behind the scenes. From the dawn of civilization to the digital age, the story remains unchanged. The masses are kept distracted, entertained, or frightened, while the true architects of power shape the world in silence, simply pulled back the curtain and revealed the harsh truth about how power really operates. From propaganda to fiat money, from false generosity to total economic dependence, we'll explore how power operates in plain sight and why most people never notice the chains that bind them. Control the story, and you control what people think, fear, and desire. He was the father of the nation, the protector of the people, even as millions were sent to die in camps or vanish into silence. It shapes the very way you interpret reality. Today we scoff at old black and white posters, but modern propaganda is sharper, faster, more seductive. It comes through headlines, social feeds, curated outrage, and perfectly timed political stunts. The packaging may have changed, but the principle remains. A people convinced they are free are easier to rule than a people who know they are not. Why did they still cheer? Because perception, once embedded deeply enough, becomes stronger than truth. Ingenuous with appearances, and there's no better illusion of generosity than government spending. While slowly sinking into debt, division, and dependency, this isn't new. Ancient Rome debased its currency to fund wars and entertain the masses. The Weimar Republic printed its way into oblivion. And now, in the modern West, we walk the same path, just with better marketing. But the bill always comes due. It always lands in the lap of those least prepared to pay it. From Soviet posters to American ads, from political campaigns to national anthems. It's all part of the same mechanism. Craft the illusion of unity, strength, and virtue. The prince didn't need to be compassionate, only look compassionate. Even as basic necessities like housing and education become unaffordable. As Machiavelli said, the first method for estimating the intelligence of a ruler is to look at the men he has around him. Subscribe for more philosophical deep dives on power, control, and the truth they don't want you to see. Look around. Who's really making the decisions? Who benefits as you struggle to get by? And when the system starts to crack, leaders point fingers, invent enemies, distract the people with outrage and spectacle. For most of human history, money was real. Gold, silver, land, things with tangible value. But then came paper, then came belief. The modern economy isn't backed by substance, it's backed by trust. That freedom, if not guarded carefully, becomes a story told to keep people asleep. The dollar, the euro, the yen, they have no inherent value. So ask yourself, are you being led, or are you simply being managed? They are fiat currencies, meaning their worth comes only from government decree. You didn't need to be honest, only seem trustworthy. In fact, too much virtue could be a weakness, too much mercy. But your groceries cost more, your rent climbs higher, your savings buy less. It's not accidental, it's structural, because when governments overspend on wars, bailouts, vanity projects, they don't ask your permission, they just print the difference. And you, the citizen, pay for it. Not through a bill in the mail, but through the slow erosion of your purchasing power. You invite rebellion? Too much transparency? You hand your enemies a map to destroy you. In doing so, he left behind a blueprint, one that has been used by emperors, dictators, CEOs, and presidents for centuries. It's a game as old as time, and one man dared to expose its rules, Machiavelli. Machiavelli didn't invent the systems of control we see today. He famously wrote, "Men judge generally more by the eye than by the hand. Everyone sees what you appear to be, few experience what you really are." This simple observation laid the foundation for centuries of political maneuvering. Today we're going to dissect this anatomy of manipulation. Machiavelli believed something radical for his time, that politics wasn't about morals, but about results. To lead successfully, Machiavelli argued, it wasn't enough to be good. You had to appear good. So rulers learned to mask their intentions with public performances, smiles, slogans, speeches. Meanwhile, the real decisions, those that shaped the world, were made out of view. And today, that strategy is more alive than ever. Modern leaders have replaced royal courts with cameras. But the game remains the same. Control the narrative, and you control the people. The most powerful empires don't rely on force, they rely on belief. Totalitarian regimes understood this. So did democratic ones. Joseph Stalin didn't just rule through terror. He ruled through imagery, through education, through myth. Propaganda doesn't just lie to you. If propaganda controls your mind, fiat currency controls your future. And what happens when governments print trillions at will? Inflation, debasement, silent theft. You don't notice it at first. Your paycheck still says the same number. It's what economists call the inflation tax. A way to drain your wealth without ever raising your taxes. Machiavelli warned. A ruler who wishes to maintain his position must learn how to be frugal with the truth. What happens when propaganda and fiat money mix? You get a society that feels rich, free, and safe. We're told the economy is strong. Even as debt hits historic highs and wages stagnate, we're told we're progressing, ... It's a cycle. And it always ends the same way. Machiavelli wasn't cynical. He was honest. He showed us that power doesn't rely on truth. It relies on control. That generosity can be manipulation. But once you understand the rules, once you see behind the curtain, you're no longer a pawn in their game. You are awake. If this video opened your eyes, share it with someone who still believes the system is designed to help them. Until next time, stay alert, stay sharp, and always question the narrative.